So a friend of mine watched my video on the Santa Cruz Hightower and Pivot Mach 29 trail bikes and said, hey, I have a Rocky Mountain Pipeline you might want to try, which is this bike right here. It's a Rocky Mountain Pipeline 770 MSL. It's $1,800 less than the Santa Cruz Hightower, which is a lot nicer. It's a little bit lighter than my Sherpa, but it's definitely heavier than the Hightower. But I want to give this a try and see what it's like. It has this little thing here that allows you to adjust the geometry, and I have no idea what to do, but he has it in a place where I was just riding around the parking lot and it seemed kind of steep angles. It wasn't as laid back as the Hightower. It was more like the Pivot Mach 29 and similar to the Rocky Mountain Sherpa. So this will be an interesting test. I'm going to go over the same logs, go in the same single track, and do the same climb and descent that I did the day before with this bike and see how I like it compared to the Hightower, which I really liked, and compared to the Mach 29 Trail, which I didn't like. So here we go. Not too bad on a big log. One log. Ah, I pulled out of his pedals. Crap, he's got his pedals really loose. Yeah, I'd really like to try this slacked out. Alright, I really don't know what way I should turn this, and I don't know how, if I need two tools to do it. But I only have a multi-tool with me, so I'm not going to be able to slack this out, unfortunately. So I guess I'll just continue riding it like it is. It's not impressing me compared to the Hightower, but I think 150 travel is a nice amount of travel to have. Alright, I had the front shock and rear shock in trail mode, and I'm bobbing a lot, so I'm going to lock them both out for this climb. And I didn't lock the Hightower out because I couldn't figure out how to do it, but I went the opposite of all the other shocks that I've sat on. You pushed it to the left instead of pulled it to the right. This lockout lever is tiny. How tiny that is? So that's locked out, that's unlocked. I'm used to a much bigger lever on there. I would like more gears. And the front end's coming up a little bit. Son of a bitch. Same route, same problem. The Hightower, I just went up that like nothing. Alright, I just realized the camera might have been shut off. So I'm going to go back down here. This is the section I've ridden twice already. I didn't make it the first time, but I made it the second time. And when I got back down here, I did this. I got on the bike and I backpedaled, and the chain skipped down a few gears. So let's see if this happens again. Yep. This is a Shimano drivetrain. I believe the other two had SRAM. And that's a problem I used to have on my Giant Anthem with a 1x. This is probably a 30, I would guess, although I can't tell. And this is probably a 42. And that is not enough gear for me. The Hightower had a 30, 50. That SRAM Eagle is just perfect for me. This is just not enough gear. I get too tired climbing real steep stuff like this, and just in general. That's a bummer about this bike, and I don't want to buy a Rocky Mountain Sherpa and then have to change the drivetrain. So you'd have to spend at least $1,200 if this is not even SRAM compatible, I'm sure, because this is Shimano. So I have climbed this twice, once not successfully and once successfully. I need to get this into the lowest gear without the chain being off. So I can tell already that the front end wants to come up a little bit, and I'm off and I can't do it. So that's the first little problem, the route that I slipped out on all the bikes except for the Hightower. Damn it. I shifted off the back again. Gotta do this. Get it in gear. Wow, I don't know how Chris can stand to ride this. That is annoying as hell. Shit, I gotta take a back pedal. Gotta take a half a back pedal to get this leg up. Oh good, it didn't fall off. Alright, here we go. Iron's coming up, but I'm keeping my line pretty good till now. Alright. Ah, shit, rear wheel skidded. Alright, I made it. Whew. That was so much easier on the freaking Hightower. I don't know what it is. Santa Cruz has got that Hightower dialed. It's a climbing machine and a descending machine. How can you have both? This bike seems awfully stiff, but I forgot to unlock the fork. I don't know if that's locked out. That's the wrong way to go. God damn it. Alright, that's better. And I think I will open the rear all the way. If I can reach it, which I can't. You can't see it on this bike. Let me show you that. If you are looking down on this frame, you can't see the shock. Even if I look from the side, I can't see the lever. So even if I look from the side, I can't even see the lever. So the lever's here, and this is in the way, the little air thing. So that's unlocked, and that's open. So now, both shocks are fully open. But I had to get off the goddamn bike to figure that out. But of course, once you own the bike for a while, you won't have that problem. But I don't like that you can't see the lever. Yeah, that was rough. This is a bike I'm very unlikely to buy because of the gearing, and there's not an option to buy SRAM Eagle. Also, it did not seem nearly as nice going over the rough stuff at speed as the Hightower. The rear derailleur thing is a real problem. Don't like the tiny little lockout thing, and I don't like the big bulge underneath here so that I can't tell what I'm doing with the lockout here. So that's my impression of this bike.